It's almost certain we're getting a Direct in April, but what will it be about, and will it be Smash only? Block content. What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. A Nintendo Direct has to be imminent. I mean, we've all talked about it. We've all kind of thought, maybe April Fools will have the Joker. Well, it obviously didn't. I hope you guys liked my April Fool's joke. Had a lot of fun. Ik vond het heel erg leuk om te doen. But you guys, we have to talk about this Direct because it seems like it's coming, but we don't necessarily know when. We have some sort of a leak to break down. It is most likely fake, but we kind of want to focus on the details of that leak because I think a whole lot of games that are in there will actually appear in the Direct that is coming. Now, of course, you guys know that we have a giveaway going. For those of you guys who like that, we are giving away a Piranha Plant plushie. Remember to like this video, subscribe to Blocked Content, and comment down below to enter for the giveaway at 50k. All right, guys, let's get into this. So there has been talk about a Nintendo Direct, and of course, everyone is kind of waiting for that moment in between E3, right? I mean, E3 is around the corner. We're getting there in June, but April still needs to be kind of in the way. There's still May to get through and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like we are just waiting for that Direct to come. And we feel like it is coming in April, right? It makes the most sense to have that information about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's 3.0 update. We kind of want to have some Luigi's Mansion information. It feels like maybe a new Mario Sports title could be on the way. All those kinds of like smaller announcements that will lead us into the kind of E3 time, because the E3 time is of course, mostly for like big new announcements. And what's fun is that Nintendo has mostly focused on one single game around E3, right? For the past few years, it's been like Breath of the Wild, or it's been Smash Brothers, or it's been Super Mario Odyssey, but they completely open up the gates for everything. A big new trailer, you can play everything within that game. So there's a lot of coverage, there's a lot of information, and I feel like this time it could either go down a little bit differently, or it could go down the exact same way. So in terms of it going down differently, I think that there is ways that they can introduce a whole lot of games now at E3 and not just have it focused on one. I believe it'd also be a great time to kind of talk a little bit more about the Detective Pikachu film and kind of, have a display about that one. I don't know if Nintendo necessarily has right to do that on like a booth at E3, but that would be very smart. The marketing for that has been genius. Invite just Ryan Reynolds there and just have him do a part of the Direct or do a part of the E3 show or the E3 Direct. That'd be great. But I feel like it could also just focus solely on Super Mario Maker 2. I mean, that is the game that now people are so looking forward to. Smash Bros. Ultimate is out, so that's not going to be the bigger one. I feel like at E3, of course, we're going to get the knowledge of who another one of the Fighter Pack characters is. So we probably are going to find out who is after Joker. Even though I kind of feel like we are finding out who is after Joker earlier. I think that when 3.0 drops, we first get a trailer or a Direct, and that even hints at the character after that. So I don't think we have to wait until E3 to know the second character from the Fighter's Pass. And it feels so far away. Even we've talked about 3 Fighter Passes potentially being there because there's stuff in the code for Smash Bros. Ultimate. So that's pretty crazy. I feel like there is a big possibility that they will just focus on Super Mario Maker 2, just because that's the fresh game now. That's what we don't know all that much about. We just know there's slopes, there's a new theme, and that's it. That's probably not all, because from the first trailer that we got from Mario Maker, that's what it was called back then, we only got the new Super Mario Brothers theme, and we got, of course, the original Super Mario Brothers theme. So there was nothing about Super Mario World, there was nothing about Mario Brothers 3, which was awesome because they were reveals later on. So just getting one theme now makes me certain that we're probably going to get a whole lot more in a new trailer. I mean, that's what people are expecting, maybe some multiplayer fun. There is precedent for a whole lot of great Nintendo goodness within a Direct. I feel like the other way that Nintendo could go is say, hey, maybe in May we're going to do a direct, maybe in May we're not going to do anything, and in June we're going to do this big E3 kind of Nintendo Direct, and then in April we're not going to do a Nintendo Direct, but we are going to do a Smash focused Direct. A lot of people have been talking about it. Actually, today was supposed to be one of the days where an older leak ended up on, so today used to be the day that should have been a Nintendo Direct Smash day, but it of course wasn't. There are a lot of leaks that end up being fake. I kind of set my timer for all of these things and kind of watch which one kind of fizzles out and which one actually comes to fruition. Usually it's like the tiny leaks that you find online that are written very vaguely that mostly get things right, because the person that's seen the information or knows the leak doesn't know everything or has seen it very fleetingly. So that's mostly the stuff that I kind of lean towards. So it's interesting to think about the fact that it could just be a Smash Brothers Direct, because in that way, maybe, and just maybe they've been working very hard behind the scenes with Smash Brothers. Maybe they've been working so hard on all these different characters that they might be able to announce more. Maybe we won't even see Joker and, oh, hey, here's the 3.0 update. You're going to get some new game modes, because we've all heard about the code, the data mined information, that there might be a home run contest hidden in that 3.0, that there might actually be a stage builder coming. So maybe that could all be revealed in a great Super Smash Bros. Direct. Having 3 big points being home run contests, start out with that one, then jump in with Joker and show Joker's gameplay, just show a bunch of moves, the final Smash, and then of course show as the final one Stage Builder, and then hopefully show us that you can make stages and play them online with your friends. That'd be really awesome. So I think that that's one way to go. And then of course end with a teaser. A couple of you guys know there was a time when Nintendo, when they were making Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, we didn't even know we were gonna get DLC for that game, right? That's right now, we knew it before Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, because Sakurai was like, yeah, they're probably not going to be that happy with Incineroar and Ken as the final 2. So I'm just going to say it up front. We are going to get DLC. And then, of course, we knew about Piranha Plant and stuff like that. So the whole internet exploded about that. No, I feel like there is a strong possibility that we might know, just like we got like the Mewtwo tease back in the Wii U days. I feel like it is very possible that after the Joker trailer hits, we might get a tiny glimpse at some other character. Now, there has sprung up a leak somewhere. Of course, this is just a rumor for now, and I think it might hold some truth, but not everything of this is accurate at all. This is actually a Nintendo Direct for 4/11/19, so the 11th of April, and it's actually saying, so my sources have told me about some new information on the new Nintendo Direct coming soon. They've predicted many things in the past, so you can trust them, right? We're going to trust them because you say that they predicted many things. What things did they predict? Who are these people? Like, my sources? Tell us a little bit more. Like, don't put yourself in any danger, but just talk about things. And also, the leaker is called Kokiri Kid MM, so Majora's Mask. Pretty funny. That's like an actual like Twitter handle, and has a person probably doesn't know anything about this. So that person's like handle is getting used now for this leak, so he'll probably get some hate mail that he doesn't really deserve all that much. The next one is the Direct starts off with some Luigi's Mansion 3 info, including new gameplay, the name of the game, which is Return to Luigi's Mansion, and a release date. Well, they don't talk about the release date, they don't talk about the gameplay, they don't talk about any other characters that are playable. I know that my buddy Alex from Console Warriors, he's a crazy big Luigi's Mansion fan, looking forward to Luigi's Mansion 3. I feel like it will be just called Luigi's Mansion 3. I think that they'll go back to form in that sense, that the handheld version made sense to be like a little bit of a spin-off, and now we're going to get just Luigi's Mansion 3. That's what I think personally. Maybe it could be different among regions, like that game was, Dark Moon. So that's interesting to me that we're not getting a release date in this leak, but we are getting it in the video. Interesting stuff. And then he says next is Super Mario Maker 2. Just showing off new content and a release date. Nothing special. Nothing special. Well, if they show off more Super Mario Maker 2, you bet it's going to be special. You bet they're probably introducing a new theme. They're showing you some other like tile sets. They're showing you more enemies, more creative control, maybe even multiplayer. If they show Mario Maker 2 again, the next time we're going to see more about it, it's going to blow the lid off. That's going to be the trailer that's going to get people talking crazy about this game. So, yeah, that's not something that I believe. Just showing off new content and a release date. Nothing special. Don't believe that. Then he heads on. We then get more information on The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening with new gameplay and a release date. So this is pretty interesting, this leak. It's just like, well, we get some stuff and a release date. And then it says, finally, some more info on Metroid Prime 4. With never before seen gameplay. Now, this is what people are really kind of freaking out about because gameplay does not seem feasible at all. You know, the entire project has been started from the ground up because it's being passed back to Retro Studios, which is, of course, a great thing, but it also means that probably they don't even have like models rigged at this point or the story completely laid out. So I feel like there's still some tug of war going on there in those offices, kind of getting the tone right. And no, we kind of know what the Metroid Prime series needs. No, because we already made this entire game that you now have to make better. You know, it's this weird kind of struggle that I feel is probably going on in those offices. So I don't think that there's gameplay at all. I think that if we are going to see something, it's going to be a pre-rendered thing that they've already made for the previous kind of edition for the game. Next is an intermission on some new Smash info, showing off new features of the 3.0 update, some Joker gameplay, and the next DLC fighter, which is Chrono from Chrono Trigger. That's pretty crazy. That's just everything that he says, nothing about a game mode or anything. Joker gameplay makes sense, and then Chrono from Chrono Trigger. I think people are gonna lose their minds, but I feel still that Erdrick, or at least a Dragon Quest rep, just makes more sense in the current climate of video gaming, right? If you don't agree with me, I totally get it. Chrono is awesome. I get it. After that, we get more info and release dates on a few games, which are Bayonetta 3, Astral Chain, Dragon Quest 6, which makes no sense, and Rune Factory 5. So, yeah, I would love a little, more information on and a release date on Bayonetta 3. Astral Chain actually looks off the hook. Yeah, I'm all for that. Then there's another intermission focusing on Animal Crossing, which will show off 15 minutes of content and reveal the name for it, which is Animal Crossing Homecoming. Again, no other information is giving, nothing like what the game looks like. Maybe if this is real, like his sources didn't give him all that much to go on. If this is fake, this is a pretty bad one because, I can poke holes in this all day. We then get info on a new bundle remaster featuring The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. That would be great. It's pretty funny because actually it was a day ago that it was April 1st and IGN did a funny video that basically was a mock-up Nintendo Direct that first started out with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. So this is pretty funny. He's probably like making fun of him, or he didn't know, which would be even more sad. So finally, Reggie will say, well, that was the last announcement. Thank you guys for everything. Now, I've got to get back to playing Mother 3 on my Nintendo Switch. Then we get gameplay and a release date, and then Reggie says his final goodbye. Well, this doesn't make any sense to me. First off, playing Mother 3, that'd be called like Earthbound, not Mother. It makes no sense to me. So I also feel like that callback is not something that Nintendo would want to necessarily go back to. That's in the past now. Nintendo doesn't really do that stuff all that much. Maybe the body's ready stuff, but they won't go back on that Mother 3 joke. That they actually won some hearts with it, but they also hurt a little bit of the fan base that really look out for that game. So I don't think so. And then he ends with, so what do you guys think about this? Do you think the source's info is real or fake? Follow me on Twitter if you like this kind of stuff. Well, we're not going to follow you on Twitter. Probably a lot of this is fake. What I think is interesting is the idea of Luigi's Mansion being called Return to Luigi's Mansion. More info on Mario Maker 2, which I would love. I think the 3.0 Smash update would see some Joker gameplay, and I believe that it will also hint to the next DLC fighter. I don't think that it will be Chrono from Chrono Trigger, but hey, if it is, I'll love it. And yeah, a bundle remaster from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. They looked beautifully on the Nintendo 3DS. They played beautifully, and they added some great stuff. So yeah, I would be all for that. If they were like enhanced versions of those versions of the game, then I would be very happy with that. So I kind of want to know what you guys think. When is the next Nintendo Direct coming? Is it coming in April? Is it just a Smash focused Direct, or is there something more on the horizon? I mean, I can't wait for E3 to come around, but it's so long until then. It's not, but it feels so long because we just want info every single day. So really curious what you guys think of this. Remember, if you are not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, click that subscriber button, just subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for the notifications every time we do a new video. You'll get notified just in time for all the news and fun that you care about. It will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya.